Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. The Elimination Chamber is coming up in a few weeks' time. There is one spot available in the Elimination Chamber match. So far we know Joe, Cena, Undertaker, Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura. Who is going to take the last spot in that match? We're going to find out right here tonight on Raw. Also this week on Raw, we're going to see Luke Gallows take on Big E in singles action. Baron Corbin has the tough assignment coming up against Samoa Joe, who's been in a foul mood as of late. Nikki Bella takes on Bayley, who's been in good form in recent weeks. Can she keep the momentum building? The Usos are in action, taking on our new tag team champions, the Hardy Boyz. And this is the big one. Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. The winner gets a spot in the chamber match. Gallows versus Big E. It's going to be Luke Gallows picking up the victory, so the former tag champ gets the win. Samoa Joe beats Baron Corbin, and Bayley defeats Baron. So tag team action to open things up here tonight, as we'll see the Usos, former tag team champions in their own right, coming up against the brand new Raw tag team champions. They are the Hardy Boyz. Matt and Jeff Hardy, two terrific veteran superstars, returning and finally getting their opportunity and winning. Well, it won't be easy tonight. The Usos haven't been at their best for a while. Many believe maybe a change of scenery might be the key for them. Just stuck behind a lot of great tag teams here on Raw at the moment, but they're certainly a terrific team in their own right. I truly believe that giving them an opportunity, they'll be able to take the most of it. But a tough assignment here tonight as they're coming up against the Hardy Boyz, who have been very, very impressive since returning not too long ago. So the Hardys, they had to wait a number of months to get their title shot, but when it came, they made the most of it. They defeated Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Club, at the Royal Rumble to become the Raw Tag Team Champions. A long time coming, but sometimes it's worth the wait, and it certainly was for Matt and Jeff. What a terrific victory. And the Hardy Boyz win their first tag team championships here in Universe Mode. In fact, their first championships full stop here in Universe Mode. Terrific to see them here, and terrific to see them against the Usos here tonight, one-on-one. This should be a good contest between two great teams. And here we go. Matt Hardy will kick things off here, as we've got Jey Uso in there as well, as Matt Hardy trying to figure out what the hell is he going to do here. He's just trying to get his opponent to the other side of the ropes to start this match off here with a bit of an upper hand, but it hasn't quite worked out for him. So we saw Luke Gallows pick up a victory over Big E earlier on, so we'll be interested to see what happens from there on. Who's going to take on the Hardy Boyz at WrestleMania. That's kind of the talk of the town at the moment. Is it going to be the Usos? Is it going to be Gallows and Anderson? Is it going to be the New Day? We've got a lot of teams we're going to analyze. The Revival's been great as well. A few teams to analyze, a few teams to look at, and we're hearing that potentially the Hardy Boyz will not have to defend their tag team titles at the Elimination Chamber, but rather we'll find out who will take on the Hardy Boyz at WrestleMania at the Elimination Chamber. So, a bit of an interesting situation there with the Hardy Boyz probably having their first championship defense at WrestleMania. So, a little bit lucky, I guess, but also I kind of feel like that could be dangerous for them because, yes, it is their first big title defense, but it's also on the biggest stage possible. So, it is risky for them. It could be Gallows and Anderson, who do technically have a rematch clause, but they might not get that rematch clause at all because they may have to earn the right. We'll have to see what our general manager Christian is looking to get together. But right now we're seeing Matt and Jeff in action here up against the Usos. It's going to be an underhook into the slam. Nicely executed there, and the tag has been made, and he's got the bling on around the chest and the neck. It doesn't really matter, because he's happy to fight on. I mean, if you're going to fight, you can always fight in style, and it will work out well for you. And as there's the neck breaker there. Nicely executed there is now one half of the Usos, who, like you said, been tag team champions in the past, but hasn't quite been able to get things done in recent times. Yes, they've been good on occasion, they've got themselves a contendership, but they've struggled to beat the club when they were champions. Now they have brand new tag team champions to try and take down. Can they do it? Are they good enough? As here comes the Samoan drop there. Are they good enough? As Matt Hardy reaching out, can't get the tag though. Are they good enough to beat the Hardy Boyz? Because that's the big question at the moment. They've taken a long time to get themselves in contention again. They're not there yet, but are they good enough to finally get themselves back to the top and beat new champions? It is truly a blessing. Sometimes there's just one team you just cannot beat. And I think that's the case for the Usos. They just have not been able to beat Gallows and Anderson for whatever reason. Gallows and Anderson have just worked them out and just has been able to stop them on every occasion. As Jeff Hardy's looking for a tag, as he's going to continue to beat down one after the Usos instead, as now he's got a hold of him. So I think the Usos, now that they've got potentially new tag team champions to face in the future, they could maybe get the job done. So they can beat the Hardy Boyz tonight, no doubt about it. They'll get themselves straight in title contention and maybe will feature at the Elimination Chamber as the tag has been made. And here comes a double super kick. Oh, Jeff's in trouble, but he reaches out just in time to get a hand over to Matt, as Matt with a beautiful clothesline takes down his opponent. There's another one as well. Matt Hardy's coming, and Jey Uso is down. Well, nicely executed there by Matt Hardy, as Jeff Hardy got the desperation tag. He got kicked right in the skull and was able to get his partner and brother in to help save the day. As here comes a side effect by Matt Hardy. Beautiful maneuver there by Matt Hardy. That is certainly classic Hardy, and when we see him start to execute moves like that, that's generally when Matt Hardy is looking to put things away and finish things off. And I'm sure the Hardy Boyz would like an easy matchup here tonight, just to keep the skills up and tune themselves up and get themselves ready for perhaps a big challenge, maybe at the Chamber, but we are hearing potentially at the big event, Wrestlemania, will be the next occasion we see the Hardy Boyz in action for the tag titles on the line, as Matt Hardy stomps away. The Usos struggling just a little bit at the moment. They just can't seem to get a momentum. Can't really seem to stop Matt Hardy, but that will certainly help. Heel kick there right in the head, and Matt Hardy is down, laid out. Is he down for 3 seconds? We won't know, because Jey Uso is going to continue to work away. He's got the arm wrapped up now, the leg as well. What a submission here. And Matt Hardy is wrapped up. Half of his body is in a lot of pain, but the other half is still available. And that's all you need if you're Matt Hardy to break free of that one. Use the leg and the arm, and he's able to get himself out of the hole. But the tag could be coming. It does. Now we're about to see it again. This is going to be big. Scoop slam. Here comes the splash. This is when the Usos are at their best. Will we see this converted into a victory? Here's the cover, but Jeff Hardy gets there, saves the day. Jeff knew that was going to be it. And now Jimmy Uso's trying to rev himself up here, trying to get the crowd behind him to potentially set this one up for a victory. Big upset if they can pull it off here, as old Matt Hardy takes down one half of the Usos. Gets a tag in himself, and that's big because Matt Hardy was laid out, he was sore, he was hurt, and able to get a tag quickly, get his brother back in, and now all of a sudden the Hardy Boyz have momentum and the advantage again, but playing possum, able to roll out of the way of that Jeff Hardy second rope splash. Now the neck breaker coming. Is he going to be able to fight it? No, misses out. Jeff Hardy shrugs him away. But instead, he's got him. And oh, Jeff again with a huge counter into the Bulldog. This is the issue when you got a fresh man. He's so hard to stop. Twist of fate by Jeff Hardy. The fresh Jeff Hardy is going to town right now on the Usos. Here comes the tag. Matt Hardy's going to go off the top. Another twist of fate. Well, it's not what you'd normally see, but we'll see it anyways. Matt Hardy's going to fly at the top. Here's the cover. Will this be it? And oh, it's broken up. Well, a bit of role reversal there from the Hardy Boyz, but a good effort anyways. Change it up. Take the Usos. Just put them off guard a little bit. They weren't expecting that. And a couple twist of fate has certainly got one half of the Usos right now in a bit of danger as Jimmy's in the corner. Jay's down as now takes him to the other side into the corner. And it's now Matt Hardy, who did avoid an attempted super kick. If he had got struck in the jaw with that super kick, things would be very different right now, but he couldn't find it. Cover, misses out though. Just the 1 count. Well, no one to tag at the moment for Jimmy, so he's going to have to do it all by himself, as that's what he wanted. No, can't get it again. Oh, what a DDT by Matt Hardy. Just leaped at his opponent, grabbed onto him, and just dragged him down. And the momentum that Matt Hardy had was enough to bring him down. And now, here comes the twist of fate, and Jeff Hardy's going to fly, looking for the Swanton Bomb. That's more like it. Jeff Hardy, Swanton Bomb. No one around to break it up. And the Hardy Boyz with a successful win here tonight. Oh, they look good. They looked really good. And that's exactly what you want to see from the new tag team champions. They want to back it up and look terrific doing so. Well, Gallows and Anderson, they want a rematch. They may have to earn it. And after looking at the Hardy Boyz tonight, I tell you what, a rematch is not a guarantee for a victory. It will be so difficult for them to get the job done. The Hardy Boyz are at their best at the moment. They've waited so long to be tag team champions. They are not throwing it away right now. Matt and Jeff, your Raw Tag Team champions. But the question is, who is going to face them next? Who will be the #1 contenders to take them on at the big stage at WrestleMania? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting word of what Samoa Joe did earlier on here tonight against Baron Corbin. After Joe defeated Baron Corbin, Joe would continue the attack, hit the muscle buster on Corbin, but then this was the big one. He got a table out and hit the exploder suplex, launching Baron Corbin into the table. Joe sending a message to the Elimination Chamber opponents that he is ready for the big match, the Elimination Chamber. That is big from Samoa Joe. A big statement has been made, and an interesting statement as well. Samoa Joe getting ready for what will be a chance to go to WrestleMania to take on Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Speaking of that match, one spot remains in it, and Kevin Owens, a two-time Universal Champion, wants to be the man to fill it. Well, Kevin Owens is arguably the greatest Universal Champion in Universe Mode history, but he's had a lean patch. For the last 6+ months, Kevin Owens has struggled. He has not been at his best. Many are wondering, what's the deal? Does Kevin Owens need to go back to SmackDown? Ever since coming to Raw, his career has taken a downward spiral. It hasn't been great. Ever since he lost the championship to Goldberg, he has not been able to recover from that point on. What does Kevin Owens do? Is this an opportunity for Kevin Owens here tonight as he takes on a former multiple-time United States champion, Dolph Ziggler, a former world champion in his own right? He takes on Ziggler tonight. Can Kevin Owens turn things around, or will a desperate Dolph Ziggler be able to take this victory out? Both men know that this is their last chance for WrestleMania. They both want to be involved. To get there, they have to be a part of the Elimination Chamber match. Kevin Owens starts off well with a leg sweep there onto Dolph Ziggler. And look at both men. Kevin Owens, longest reigning Universal Champion in history, two-time Universal Champion. He's main event at WrestleMania. He's been a part of the big dance. But here's the big one. The last 2 years, Kevin Owens has been a part of the Universal Championship matchup. The first year, he was a rookie, just burst onto the scene. The fastest rise we've ever seen anyone in Universe Mode to the top. He beat CM Punk at WrestleMania to capture the Universal Championship. An impressive and epic rise. It was unbelievable. And then, last year at WrestleMania, it was Kevin Owens versus the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Kevin Owens has been beaten up. He was trying to come back from injury. He did so successfully, winning back the Universal Championship. So 2 years in a row, Kevin Owens has won the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. That is unbelievable. Kevin Owens has not lost at WrestleMania 2 in a row. Can he make it 3? Can he win the Universal Championship 3 years in a row? It would be unbelievable to think he could do it. But if anyone can, it is Kevin Owens. But first, he has to beat Ziggler here tonight. He must qualify for that Elimination Chamber match, which currently features The Undertaker, Bobby Roode, Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, and John Cena. It is an all-star list at the moment. Can Kevin Owens join it, or will it be Dolph Ziggler, a man who recently lost the United States Championship to Dean Ambrose, who, of course, Dean Ambrose recently lost the US title to The Miz, and of course, that situation occurred last week where Dean Ambrose interfered, screwing over The Miz in his match against Shinsuke Nakamura, ensuring that The Miz was not going to be a part of the Elimination Chamber. And you know why? Because Dean Ambrose wants his rematch against The Miz at the Chamber pay-per-view, and we can confirm that match is now official. It will be Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the United States Championship. A man who has been desperate for a long time to get a championship around his waist in The Miz has finally done it. He upset everybody. We couldn't believe it. Well, Dean Ambrose wants his rematch. It's been confirmed at the Chamber. Ambrose versus The Miz for the United States Championship. That'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one. Right now, the trio woe here for Kevin Owens. You don't want to be here against Dolph Ziggler. Oh, wow, a backstabber there. Using the ropes for leverage and just pulled down Kevin Owens right into the double knees, into the back and the spine of Kevin Owens, and that will hurt greatly. Still not enough there. Dolph Ziggler still going. Kevin Owens still going, because we now know, what is on the line here. This is the final spot, and it's an interesting one because normally when it comes to the final spot, it's a fatal four-way, it's a multi-man, it's a triple threat battle royal, something like that. But these two men have the luxury of having a singles match to qualify for this match. So our general manager Christian changing things up a little bit here and rewarding two of his better superstars in the last number of months. In fact, 6 superstars had a chance to qualify for the 3 spots in the Elimination Chamber match. So nicely executed there by Christian. He already rewarded 3, put them straight in, and they've had 6 superstars here in Raw trying to gun and get themselves in this spot, in this Elimination Chamber match, which will be tough. It's not going to be easy, but the reward is you get to go to WrestleMania to take on Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Of course, that is unless Finn Balor decides to come over to Raw and challenge Seth Rollins for the championship. At this stage, I think it's unlikely. I think Finn Balor is pretty keen on perhaps challenging either Reigns or AJ Styles, and that, of course, at the Elimination Chamber, we will see AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. As Kevin Owens has Ziggler up on the shoulders here, fireman's carry. Look out, here comes KO! And the rolling senton off the top of the rope there, and inverted Samoan drop rolling through. An excellent maneuver there by Kevin Owens, but still not enough to put him away. As now he's able to get back to his feet is Ziggler, and hits an elbow strike after the midsection strike there, and now Ziggler able to fight back, and now inverted DDT takes down Kevin Owens. Ziggler still in the match, don't count him out yet. He's a fighter, we know that. Don't necessarily agree on the tactics and the style he goes about it. He's a bit arrogant, he's a bit cocky at times, but one thing we know from Dolph Ziggler is he is resilient, and he will take a beating and keep on getting up. Right now, he's looking to put a beating down on Kevin Owens. He's doing so successfully. Elbow after elbow after elbow. And this is one of the fantastic things about Dolph Ziggler. His cardio and conditioning is unbelievable. Not many men would be able to get up time and time and time, over and over and over, to hit those elbow drops. And I think you can see right there, Ziggler suffering the effects of it. Kevin Owens, though, is, well, basically became famous here in Universe Mode for being able to take everyone's best shots and get back up, find a way to kick out. Ziggler realizing that, knowing that he has to find his best move early to try and upset Kevin Owens. There's the zigzag. Will it be enough? No, the shoulder gets up, and Ziggler realizing, okay, this is Kevin Owens. This is the man who has been Universal Champion 2 times. He may not be at his best right now, but Ziggler knows that Kevin Owens will be tough to beat, and he's going to need a little bit more than that. As he goes for the attempted DDT, trying to leap up and grab his opponent, pull him down, unsuccessful. Kevin Owens with a counter. Well, I'm not sure what's going to, happen with Kevin Owens. I mean, this time last year, he was on top of the world again. Coming back, as we said, from injury to beat Brock Lesnar. It all came crashing down when Goldberg took the title away from him. Many have wondered, can Kevin Owens ever get back to where he was, or will he'd be destined to fall further and further down the card. Desperate times for Kevin Owens, as now he's getting a bit desperate here. Going to go for the pop-up powerbomb. Can he find it? Oh, you betcha! He's got it early! Owens to beat Ziggler! No! Wow. Back and forth there. Ziggler with the zigzag. Kevin Owens kicks out. This time the pop-up powerbomb. And this time, Dolph Ziggler desperately gets the shoulder up. You know why? Because the spot in the chamber is on the line. Both superstars giving it their all. Ziggler now heading to the top of the rope here. What's he going to try and do? Is he going to go for the elbow? No, he's going to wait for Ziggler. He's going to wait for Kevin Owens' rider to get back to his feet as Ziggler's going to go to the top rope here with a standing Kevin Owens with a missile drop kick off the top. Kevin Owens is down. Will it be enough to put him away? No, a 2 count again, but Ziggler certainly is getting close. Dolph Ziggler not happy with that, but more pressure applied to Owens regardless. Kevin Owens, though, may have stopped the momentum of Ziggler from building there. He's got him up in the electric chair and, swings him around and hits the powerbomb. The sit-out powerbomb, but couldn't quite keep Ziggler away from those ropes, and it cost him. Can't deny, though, it was a beautifully executed maneuver there by Kevin Owens. You got to appreciate what he was able to produce just then. Ziggler is down. Both men, they're certainly giving it their all right now. They know what's on the line here. And both superstars desperately need it. Dolph Ziggler's out of the US title picture. He doesn't know what's next for him. We know it's going to be Ambrose versus The Miz at the Chamber, so there's no way in that match for Ziggler. So Ziggler feels as though his best chance to get to WrestleMania is going to be through this Elimination Chamber. And if he can't qualify for it, he may miss WrestleMania. He certainly won't be involved in any title matchups at WrestleMania, you would think. As, Owens stumped to the eye. Referee didn't really see it. Kevin Owens, he's a desperate man as of late, and you can't blame him for trying a few different things and maybe bending the rules just a little bit. Certainly when Kevin Owens has been down out of luck as of late, you got to do what you got to do. As Kevin now shrugs off Ziggler and into the half crab. Well, the reason why we say that is because Kevin Owens was world champion earlier on in the season, but where has he been? We haven't seen much of him at all. He has not been a threat whatsoever. And Kevin is sick of it. We've spoken to Kevin Owens backstage, and he's talking about how frustrated he is with his performances. He just wants to get back to being the best that he knows he can be. And he knows he's capable of beating Seth Rollins. He knows he can beat Joey, Cena, Undertaker. Kevin Owens has been there. He's beaten The Undertaker in the past. He's beaten Randy Orton. He's beaten Daniel Bryan. He's beaten some of the best you'll ever see here in Universe Mode at one point or another. Punk, Triple H, Lesnar. The list goes on and on and on. As, Ziggler went for the Famouser, and Owens caught him and slammed him straight back down with the powerbomb. And now he might be looking for another one here. This time with the pop-up variation. Owens, can he get back to the best that he knows he can be? There it is! Pop-up powerbomb! Will Owens go to the Chamber? Yes, he will! Owens is back on top, and he's going to the Elimination Chamber. The redemption has it begun for Kevin Owens. He has spent majority of the season flat on his back, looking up at the lights, wondering what the hell happened. This time, he has his hand raised, knowing that he's going to the Chamber and knowing that his career could be about to turn around. Will he go to his 3rd straight WrestleMania Universal Championship match? It would be unbelievable if he can do it. Kevin Owens on top of the world. Will we ever see it again? There's a big chance, because he'll have his shot at the Elimination Chamber to at least get to WrestleMania. And Ziggler, hang on a second, Ziggler puts out the hand. He wants to shake it of Kevin Owens. Well, it was a good match. Come on. It was a good match. It was a great contest, and that's what Ziggler does. That's what he does. He just has no respect. He can't believe it. He's absolutely furious that he let that match go. and he had a chance to get to the chamber. Instead, he'll be watching it right here on BrendenPlayz when it goes live on Twitch, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz, and of course, it'll be available right here on YouTube. It's coming up in the next few weeks, but ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for here on our episode of Universe Mine from Monday Night Raw. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it. More likes equals more episodes. Subscribe to see more, and as I said, follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter as well, at BrendenPlayz, to stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com. And, of course, we are doing a giveaway as well on TW 2016. So make sure you check out the forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums for more details there. Thanks for watching. See you next time.